right now. I am in Russia.
Here, how are you?
On board the Aeroflot Airbus A330. They have one of the youngest fleets in the world. If you know what it is, please enlighten me. And this is what it looks like from the outside. Try it out and see what it tastes like. Really well done, Aeroflot. It has seen better days. I actually slept like a baby. Taking forever. Just doesn't make sense. So guys, hello and welcome to another flight report. Right now I am in Russia and I'll be flying Aeroflot, the Russian airline, all the way from Moscow to Seoul, and I'm actually very excited. I'm going to review their business class product on their Airbus A330. So I just went to the lounge. I'm going to show you around after the intro, but it was completely overrun and really packed. Considering it's their flagship lounge, I wasn't too impressed. However, my first flight on Aeroflot from Warsaw to Moscow was wonderful. Now I can't wait to experience their long-haul products. So let's see what their seat is like, what the service is like, what the food is going to be like, and considering that they have very competitive prices, I guess it's an alternative for many of you. So let's get on board, let's fly to Seoul, and let's find out what the Russian flag carrier is all about. So the lounge wasn't particularly bad, but the problem was at this time of the day when all the flights are coming in from Europe, gathering all the passengers to take them to Asia. This is when the lounge is absolutely packed. I didn't find any seating, and many other passengers found themselves in the very same situation.
Here, how are you?
So this is it on board the Aeroflot Airbus A330. The cabin today is completely full, and as you can see, it comes in a 2-2-2 configuration, which is pretty similar to China Eastern's old business class. And one thing you need to note is it doesn't go completely flat, so it's an angled flat pack. So that already makes a massive difference when you're booking. If you fly on their 777, they already have new seats which go completely flat, but this one is still an angled lie flat. But let me give you a little tour. We start right here with the seat control. Blanket, get a bit of storage here, get the screen right in front of you, magazine. Also received some slippers, noise cancelling headphones. You also get a power outlet here, as well as a foldable table. Also received the amenity kit. We're gonna have a look what we got inside here a little later. Get your remote control, a bit of storage space here, USB. You got a divider here for a bit more privacy, as well as reading light and an audio jack. And as you know from Aeroflot, it comes in its signature orange color. So far, crew has been really nice. Been giving out amenity kits, slippers, as well as welcome drinks. Flight time is around 9 hours. So let's see how it goes. Haven't seen the menu yet, but we'll find out in a little bit. So I've just received the menu. It isn't really anything exciting on there. You have two restaurant options, halibut baked in hoba leaf with rice and broccoli with miso sauce. Never heard of anything of, I haven't heard of that dish at all. If you know what it is, please enlighten me. Or the cauliflower duo, which is the vegetarian option. But then you also can go for Korean set, which sounds actually pretty exciting, and this is what I'm going to try. But it sounds pretty good. Korean style, pickled cucumbers, grilled shrimps, vegetables, sesame soup, stewed beef, and rice. So I think you can't go wrong with this. Otherwise, later they're going to serve some breakfast. They have an omelette on there, which I'm definitely going to try. We also have the wine list. Since I really love red wine, so I also decided to try some Italian red wine from Tuscany. So we are approximately half an hour into the flight, and I thought it would be a great idea to show you what the amenity kit has to offer. And this is what it looks like from the outside. Got an Aeroflot cabin crew in there, and 95 years of Aeroflot. I think they have the anniversary this year. So let's see what we have inside. So I have it all displayed here. So let's start. We've got a pen, a comb, and I have to say everything looks very cheap. Face cream, lip balm. Oh, that's toothpaste actually. And always well to go with a toothpaste is a toothbrush. And you get that little shoe thingy. Don't know the English word right now. Let me know in the comment section below. Earbuds as well as eye shades. So I mean, it has all the basic. I mean, I wasn't expecting Armani or a Bulgari amenity kit from Aeroflot, but it does the job. And yeah, there you go. So Aeroflot just won an award for the coldest hot towel I've ever received, and it took them an hour to bring it out. So yeah, service on Aeroflot is super slow. So we are like 70 minutes into the flight. Nobody has been served, no drinks have been served, no tables have been set up. So I reckon it's going to take another 2 hours. Then there's probably 1 hour to sleep, and then they will start the breakfast service already. So far, not too impressed with Aeroflot. So it has been 2 hours into the flight, and all I received so far was a little appetizer, which wasn't that good actually. So yeah, it's taking forever. Alright, my Korean setup just arrived. It actually looks very promising. Some beef stew, some soup, rice, vegetables. I got the bun as well as chopsticks. So I'm actually very excited to try it out and see what it tastes like. So the Korean option was amazing. I loved it. It tasted really fresh. Really well done, Aeroflot. Loved it. So let's also introduce the in-flight entertainment. What we have right in front of you. There are actually two options. You can use this remote control to operate the in-flight entertainment, or you have a touchscreen function right at the screen. So let's see what we have. It's not very responsive and a bit slow. We've got Argo, all-time classic, Little Miss Sunshine, Unforgiven. So it's not too overwhelming, the in-flight entertainment. gets you through the flight, but there is nothing on there where we say, wow, or this is a super sophisticated in-flight entertainment. It's not Emirates. Aeroflot also features in-flight Wi-Fi, though for some reason I couldn't get it to work. Now it's time to have a bit of a sleep, because this bed isn't 100% flat, so it's an angled flat bed, which usually doesn't offer the best sleeping experience. Considering how tired I am, I think I'm gonna have just a great sleep. So let's see. So this is what it looks like when you go completely flat. Pretty alright, it's not too angled. One thing that is super annoying, now I'm like almost 2 meters away from the screen. That's usually an issue with the forward-facing seats. Even though Aeroflot says they have one of the youngest fleets in the world, which is true, they have definitely one of the most outdated cabin in the world as well. That's for sure. So they have that very fluffy but used old blanket, which has been, I guess, in circulation for a couple of years, as you can see. It has seen better days. However, I'm gonna try and sleep a little bit now, and then I'll see you guys later for breakfast. Good morning. So considering the angled flat bed, I actually slept like a baby. So breakfast just arrived, and it's interesting. There are a couple of choices on the menu, but I wasn't really asked what I want, so they just assumed that I want the omelette and served it. So it's also extremely hard to eat an omelette out of a little bowl, and then it's all soggy, like there's like so much water and juice at the bottom. It's just disgusting. And then they also just gave me a coffee. Didn't ask either. And there's no orange juice. I mean the crew is really nice, but they just don't ask you. They just assume whether you want to have, what do you want to have, or what do you. It's about the little details. So I'm really missing this personalized, kind of dedicated service, which definitely doesn't exist here. Yeah, that's a bit of a letdown. For example, you also get all those cheese, and there comes no bread with it. It just doesn't make sense. So guys, sorry I didn't come up with a conclusion right after the flight, but I was just too tired. However, my experience of Aeroflot was great considering what I've paid. So I got a lot for what I've paid because the fare was actually very cheap, and therefore I was completely satisfied. And in comparison to other major airlines, I wasn't as impressed. And Aeroflot is a major airline and they want to play with the big players. So in comparison with the others, comparing the seat, especially the service, which was really slow at times, and where other airlines really try to maximize your resting time, that wasn't the case with Aeroflot, and everything took just forever. It felt like that the cabin was understuffed most of the time. But generally, would I fly them again? Most likely, yes. I would probably try their 777. I think it's a bit of an improved product. Overall, it is very satisfying, so you can't go wrong. And the transit experience was also pretty good. Yeah, if this video hits 3,000 likes, I'm gonna go back to Russia this summer and I'm gonna try all the other Russian airlines, such as S7, Russia, Ural Airline, and all the other ones, you name it. Perhaps finding a Yoshino, a Tupolev there, which is still in service. So this is a challenge for you guys. Hit that like button. Let's get to 3,000 likes. And as always, guys, safe travels. Thank you for watching and see you soon on another review.